Get ready to take flight. This is Wild at Heart, a rescue, rehab, and release facility for the birds of Scottsdale, Arizona.
It's a wildlife rehabilitation center that specializes in birds of prey, hawks and owls, also known as raptors. So we take in the injured, the orphaned, heal them back up, and get them back out into the wild whenever possible.
This 1-acre property features more than 50 outdoor aviaries and an indoor critical care room for those in need of medical treatment. The kinds of birds who swoop in and out of here range from eagles to hawks to falcons and include 13 different species of owls.
Pretty much everything that is in Arizona, raptor-wise, ends up here at some point.
Sam and Bob Fox opened Wild at Heart back in 1990. They initially expected to take in maybe 30 or 40 raptors at a time, but in their first year, 150 came in. These days, it's not unusual for upwards of 600 birds to land here every year.
Most of the injuries we see are human-related in one degree or another.
Electrocutions, poisoned, shot, hit by cars. It's mostly those type of things.
Take Scheherazade for one. She's lived here for 20 years, unable to fly after taking a bullet to the wing.
So she was found on the roadside with a gunshot wound. So it looked like a dried chicken bone and had to be amputated. We could see that she had a very great personality.
Repairing so many broken wings costs a fair amount of money. Just feeding them alone comes out to roughly $500 a day, but they continually find a way to survive. Because without them, the ecosystem for both raptors and people would suffer tremendously. Midway through our conversation, a call came in about an owl in trouble, and Bob immediately went to work.
Wildlife emergencies don't occur 9 to 5, 5 days a week. They happen around the clock. And so we decided we would answer our phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that the public who's concerned about injured wildlife can get help for it right away. We were able to approach it with the net. It was pretty debilitated, probably shocky. Dropped the net on it, grabbed it, and brought it back in for treatment.
Judging by the bleeding above his beak and his dirty, matted feathers, it would seem this owl had recently been in a fight. Still a bit shaken up, you'd think a distressed owl might try to escape or at least resist the foreign hand of man. Instead, the animal seemed to relax itself.
You have to have a really kind of calm demeanor, high energy, transmits to the animal.
Birds seem to be very comfortable around us. We've had other rehabbers say, this bird I'm bringing you is just absolutely wild, is absolutely crazy and whatever, and it comes here and it just like mellows out.
A little spa treatment, a few days rest, and the calming presence of these bird whisperers goes a long way. And for this winged warrior, getting back out there isn't just about him. There could be someone waiting patiently for him to return home.
Now, adult great horns will wait 1 or 2 or 3 years for a mate to come back. So if it does have a mate in the area, we want to make sure we return it so that they can continue to raise young and have a natural life.
We often look to birds overhead. They teach us grace, embody freedom, and help us out in ways we take for granted.
If all the rodent eaters disappeared, the earth would be covered ankle deep in rodents. So there's a balance that has to be struck between man's needs and wildlife's needs.
As long as we do what we can to support them, our feathered friends in the sky will keep an eye on things from above as they soar to the highest of heights. And as a result, so might we.